Good morning students, I am Shomajit sir. Today I am here to deliver my lecture on topic evaporation. So this is from the chapter Is Matter Around Us Pure? So watch the entire lecture to get basics out of it. So without any delay, let's start with the topic evaporation. So let's start. So let's start with the topic evaporation. So evaporation. So what is evaporation? The changing of liquid into vapor or gas. Alright. So the changing of liquid into vapor or gas is called evaporation. So this process is used to separate a solid substances that has dissolved in water or any other liquid. Alright. So why evaporation is done? This process is used to separate a solid substance that has dissolved in water or any other liquid. So the use of this process for separating a mixture is based on the fact that liquid evaporates easily whereas solid does not evaporate easily. Okay. So why we are doing this process of evaporation? What is the use? To understand that liquid evaporates easily whereas solid do not evaporate easily. So evaporation, so boiling of liquid is the minimum temperature at which the liquid begins to boil. Okay, so boiling point of a liquid is the minimum temperature. So boiling point, again I repeat, boiling point of a liquid is the minimum temperature at which the liquid begins to boil. And you know that the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius at sea level. So at 100 degrees Celsius it is a boiling point, and it is a minimum temperature at which the liquid begins to boil. After reaching this temperature, if you still heat it, water gradually turns into vapor. This process is called evaporation. So if we keep the liquid heating, it will not heat until unless it is 100 degrees Celsius. So once it reaches to 100 degrees Celsius, that is a boiling point of liquid. And then after 100 degrees Celsius, when it becomes 100, 1, 2, 3, when the temperature increases, then the water gradually evaporates, all right, or turns into vapor. So example, you can see a mixture of salt and water, evaporation is done. So for example, common salt dissolved in water can be separated by the process of evaporation. Okay, so here when the common salt is dissolved in water can be separated by the process of evaporation. So this process is used to on large scale to obtain common salt from seawater. So this process is used, all right, in large scale to separate common salt from seawater. So, so evaporation is also used in recovering dissolved solid substances from liquid mixture or solution, but the liquid itself cannot be recovered by this method. By this method of evaporation you cannot recover the liquid because it has been evaporated. You can only recover the solids, all right. So the liquid vaporizes and get lost into the air. So right, so in this process of evaporation you cannot get back the liquid because it has already evaporated, but you can get back the solid. You can uh, get the solid out of it, solid particles or solid substances. So you can see in this experiment you can see a mixture of sand and water, then it has been evaporated, all right. So water will be evaporated and mixture of salt and water, all right. So not sand and water. Here I have given a mixture of salt and water. So it has been evaporated. You can see water will be evaporated and salt will remain. So you can see evaporation is done in seawater has salt dissolved in it. To obtain salt, the seawater is to be collected in shallow pits and allowed to stand. Okay, the sun heat evaporates the water, right, and salt which is left behind is collected. So evaporation, again I repeat the definition, the process in which a liquid changes into gas is called evaporation. So evaporation is a process in which liquid changes into gas. So in this method a mixture is heated, the liquid part of the mixture evaporates, leaving the solid part behind. For example, a mixture of, again I've said just now, a mixture of common salt and water can be separated by evaporation. In fact, evaporating seawater is one of the oldest ways of obtaining salt. So you can see experiment to obtain colored component dye from ink. Okay, so this experiment, you see the experiment, it's an experiment to obtain colored component. What is the colored component? Dye. From where? We'll obtain it from ink. So this process is also done by evaporation. Alright, so example, you can see ink is a mixture of dye and water. What is ink? Ink is a mixture of dye and water. So if some ink is heated in a dish, the water evaporates and the dye is left in the dish. Similarly, we can separate a mixture of salt and water or sugar and water by evaporation. Alright, so you can separate salt and water or sugar and water by the process of evaporation. Okay, so you can see in that dish you can take a salt and a water, so water will evaporate, you will get back the salt, as well as you can take a separation of dye from water, so you can take ink, the water will evaporate and dye will remain. Okay, after evaporation. So student, these are the homework questions. First question is define evaporation. Second, explain the process of evaporation by an experiment. So you'll write the entire experiment, how you can separate, all right, and the ink from a water or a dye from ink. All right, so you'll write two experiment. One is salt and water, that is common salt. So two experiment you'll write, one separation of common salt and water and separation of dye from water. All right, so from ink, two experiment you'll write and draw it with a pencil and label it. Thank you student, this was all about the entire video lecture. Here I've discussed about the topic evaporation. This was from the chapter Is Matter Around Us Pure? So hope you have understood the entire video lecture. So stay at home, stay safe. I am Shomujit sir signing off for today, and again we'll meet in the next class. Thank you students.